YouTube. I'm going to try this one a little bit different. I'm going to go live on YouTube instead of my Instagram because YouTube seems to be the long format channel, and my Instagram fans, however surprised they may be to find that I didn't actually show up on my Instagram today, we're going to have to just figure it out. So I'm going to do this on YouTube. This is my normal walk home from work. I'll let you know that I'm not always in the hi-fi space. Some of us that work for a living don't have the time and or resources to sit in front of a fancy studio and do a live session. Vel has shown up, found me. I figured that the notifications would let you know what I have done tonight. It's a little bit of a different scenario, but I need to be doing this on my YouTube instead of Instagram because honestly, Instagram's one type of platform, but my YouTube channel has been really dormant for about 4 years. I started my YouTube channel for audio in 2020, and the subscriber count and my fans are not always available on the Instagram. So I would like to spend some time with my YouTube fans and friends, my YouTube friends, because I don't want to say fans. It's a little bit weird. Living with Andy's here. What's going on, my man? Hey, shots fired. What happened? Shots fired at who? My Instagram friends know that I have 2 channels, and I've always recommended that people follow along on 3 different places because Facebook is still a thing. Instagram is definitely working for some people, but it isn't for me. And YouTube has just been slacking lately. So the first thing I'm noticing is the camera here is just not as bright. See, I'm walking home from work. I'm doing my thing. This is what I have to do at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single night. And all I have is my Bluetooth speaker to listen to music. That's all I have going. I mean, it's still music, but I'm probably I probably won't get away with as much music on YouTube as I would with Instagram. Both of them are after my heels because of copyright and whatnot. So I'm doing this as something new. I want to see how this one lands with some of the fans. If anything is new in audio, let me know what's going on in the new decorations around the studio with Living Live with Andy. And Vel, how is the Bluetooth speaker working for your neck piece? Living Live with Andy is, I mean, you can see each other's comments in YouTube, right? So I don't actually have to read it out. Is everybody going to be able to see it after the fact? Do I get to just talk and answer what I'm reading? That's cool. YouTube is where it's at. Consistency and quality, hard when you have a full-time job. Yes, that's true. I need to do more consistent stuff on YouTube, and YouTube has the potential to pay out more so than Instagram. Instagram is just a matter of advertising for everything else that I'm doing. So I need to redirect my focus to do the YouTube thing more often, and I'm hoping that my upcoming trip to Florida Audio Expo is going to be way more beneficial than has the last number of years in audio because, like I said, I have a daytime job, or I should say nighttime job. Here I am walking home at 2 in the morning trying not to slip on the ice. Fucking madness. That's right, I curse and swear like a sailor. I am not the PG-13 even type of kid-friendly channel. This is, I call myself the After Hours host, and it is going to be all but black here soon enough. Damn, this camera really needs some help in the dark. Just to let you know, it's gotta be crazy to watch, right? So I always tune in when I can, otherwise others will follow. That's true, and I appreciate it. Vel saying comments will likely be saved so people can see them. That's true. And then if anybody's seeing this on the replay, thank you for watching some random video. Dave listens to hi-fi. What's up? Don't fall, dude. Yeah, of course. I mean, I am in Canada, so I can afford the health care. Thank you, Canada. If I fall, I just call a number and they come and pick me up. Literally, like, not off the floor pick me up, but like pick me up as in if I got really injured. Anyways, some of the trouble with audio in Canada is that many of the really big US brands won't ship over the border. That's one of the biggest issues I have with working with brands and doing advertising and media for some of the brands that I enjoy is the US-Canada border is hell expensive in terms of shipping. So if everybody doesn't know, other than doing live on YouTube and Instagram and that kind of thing, shooting photography at audio shows has become one of my mainstays. My style seems to have attracted clients, so that's awesome. This year I'm going to add some video content to the mix because my YouTube friends and fans, I mean, the channel's steadily growing. That's true over the past 4 years, but I don't update here as often. So yeah, kicker is in Canada, deals with Canada for sure. I mean, I'm sure that there are a lot of outlets and stores and there are retailers that deal with a lot of the major brands, and I would love to work with them because, I mean, I'm not exactly the car audio guy, but I could hook up with some car audio people and maybe make that a thing because my name implies audio in general. I'm not necessarily specifying home audio. I could do headphones, I could do gaming, I could do pro audio, recording, car audio. Why not? You want audio on a boat? Maybe I'll just go to the cottage this summer and we'll do some boating. Let me see. Be using my other Bluetooth speaker on my music streams. The next speaker's not getting a lot of action. Ooh, that's okay. I mean, I'm mobile a lot, so I use it at work. Imagine that, eh? I have a job where I can sit at my desk and I can assemble electronics and I'm still able to listen to music because I have my Bluetooth speaker. It's pretty awesome stuff. Dave is saying, I think Emotiva is here now. Yes, they do ship and deal with Canada. I wish they would answer my emails, but they don't. So I don't know if I'm going to be working with them again or not. It's kind of hard to tell. They must be in a very, very busy state. And then also, if I'm honest, I have what? Under 800 followers here. And I have under 2,000 on Instagram. It's not like I'm a big player. I might know a lot about what I'm talking about, and my network is really thick and valuable. I know a lot of people in the industry. I know engineers. I talk to designers. I know my network is very big, but my individual channel is very small and teeny tiny. I need to find out a way to increase those numbers. It's the number one thing holding me back right now in terms of media is my channel size. With low numbers, companies are not willing to risk or put an ROI on small channels. They want to be sure that who they're working with is going to reach a good number of people. Unfortunately, my style of video and whatnot hasn't gotten a lot of attention. So I wanted to title my video today, Should I Give Up or Convince Me to Stay? Like, what do I have to do to get my mind and my anxiety on the fact that, like, it is kind of working. My channel has grown over 4 years. I've gained publication writing, gigs and jobs. I've had my photos shared and published. I've had my AI work published. I've had multiple job offers for work in audio. There's a lot of brands I would work for too, as well as invites to the UK, to Denmark to work with brands. I mean, I've had some successes, but it's just not, I don't know, maybe my ambition's too far out there. I'm expecting too much too soon. Is that what it is? Make it and they will come. Yes, that's expensive. Unfortunately, it is an expensive endeavor. So I was talking with someone earlier who was mentioning 3D rendering and modeling for acoustic theory and acoustic like cabinet design and driver design, so you can model it in 3D and then run it through the simulation to emulate what it would react like. either in a room, in a cabinet, in a box, for the driver motor structure. Like, these are some serious computer modeling that a lot of companies are using. But that's the value, is a lot of these brands are using really good technology to model and do R&D for a lot of their products. So they do need somebody who is, I mean, it's one thing, here's the one thing. There are a lot of people who are skilled with a computer, but they're not audiophiles, they're not audio people, they just know the software, right? Like, if you ask a photographer to come and shoot for like audio products or brand products, or, you know what I mean? Like, in that kind of scope, when you put someone who is into audio in that space, they know more about what to focus on rather than a photographer just knowing how his camera works. So this is where I feel like my expertise is being sort of lost in the wind. There's a lot of great media people out there, and a lot of people that are good with cameras and posting stuff on Facebook and YouTube and building channels, and they're great at marketing, and they're like, they have this ability to reach a lot of people. But when I listen to them talk about audio, the lack of depth there, not to go at like people and say they don't know what they're talking about, but it just really shows me that where I belong may be somewhere else, but I don't know how to get there right now. So let me read these comments. Short and to the point videos that you would want to watch to get answers. I do lives, but that's hold on, I can't even read and walk at the same time. I'm gonna walk into traffic. I do lives, but with the videos I put a lot of effort into one and don't upload unless it's gold. Yes. My way of standing out is to turn on my camera and have conversations like this. Have a in-depth conversation about stuff with people rather than talking at people, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of talking head videos out there where it's like, it's produced well, it's scripted, it's edited, it's meant to look amazing, and I value that. I understand the gold that comes from it, but I can't stand editing. For the life of me, I can't sit there and just edit videos together. I did 3 videos from my channel the other day that are all sound demos, and I overlaid a couple of descriptions. I didn't really do much of a thumbnail, but there's 3 new videos on my channel, and it's not something that I enjoy doing. I'm not an editor. I'm not a cinematographer. I'm an audio person. So I don't know if I need to go into writing or if I need to do different kind of format videos with different talking points. I have no idea. But I can't do something I don't enjoy, right? So I think that doing live videos this way is standing out. It is different. There aren't many people doing it in this space. There are hardly anybody doing live videos and talking off the cuff, unless like Aaron at Aaron's Audio Corner says, this is like, he doesn't have time to edit videos, so he goes live. That's the same thing I'm doing, basically. Vel is said, let me see. Hard to say what the end result with your effort will be. I guess what matters is if you want to continue the effort and follow where life takes you. Well, I guess I don't have a choice, because wherever I end up is where life takes me. Let me see. Oh, there's guys who are clueless and have 10 times the subscribers as me. Yeah, it happens, exactly. And that's what I'm wondering about, is because if you have all these people that are like reaching that big of an audience, and brands are giving their stuff over hand over fist, and all of these people get free stuff all the time, but if they don't know what they're talking about, then what kind of value is it for the brands? I don't understand how their marketing team thinks. You just hand stuff over because of the numbers? But if they don't know what they're talking about, and they don't seem to have a really deep understanding of the technology in general, like, what is happening? We're just letting people who are mediocre do all the advertising for us? Shit doesn't make sense to me. If anybody that deserves that number are the people who know definitively what they're talking about. The educated, experienced few out there that have a wealth of knowledge, who are interesting to listen to, who produce decent and fun videos to watch. I mean, YouTube is an entertainment space. It's not always an educational space. Maybe it means you belong in multiple spaces instead of one. Well, I kind of already have 3 different spaces, but it's all media. My end goal, Dave is asking. My end goal is to never pay MSRP for audio again. I don't know. I don't have an end goal. I'm just doing stuff because I love doing it. It is its own end goal, but it's not cheap. It's not free. I have to get paid for it somehow. So the end goal is figuring out how to monetize what I already enjoy doing. Taking photos is one thing, but photos are not as in demand as are like edited videos. I mean, everybody's on TikTok now and they're micro edited. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really quick, flashy, grab your attention. And that's what people are getting paid to do that. Kids have grown up with this age of technology and getting into their phones and doing videos that are like really short attention span. And it's a lot of people that are watching. But I have to ask these brands, how are their sales? You've given all these boxes of stuff away for free. All of these influencers get stuff at their door every other week, and they build these campaigns to give stuff away. But what's happening with the sales? Is it really equaling a yield? What is their yield numbers like is what I want to ask. It's like somebody's got to be doing this. I don't know what the number is or what the acronym is for It's not BMI. It's anyways, it's just like a record of sales. What's the statistics versus like the money they're spending and the product they're giving away for attention, you know? So the numbers and views might be going up on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or whatever, but like, are the sales actually equaling? You know what I mean? Like, are they actually connecting with people who are buying? And is it generating more questions because people don't know what they're talking about? Or is it equaling more answers and people are more confident about the product when they go to buy something? I don't know. I read comics all the time. Comments are full of questions. Questions. There's more questions than answers anywhere in comment sections. And it's either questions or people fighting with each other. So that's fun. So I'm reading the comments. I'm like, pick a day of the week and go live at YouTube. It's slow growth, but you'll enjoy it. I can go live every day I walk home from work, just like this. Problem is, it's 2 a.m. in North America or Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the West Coast, it's what, 10 p.m.? It's pretty late for most people. I'm trying to get a day job so I can go home at the end of my day job, Eastern Standard Time. I can be awake from North American timeline. I will literally open my live chat and be live on Twitch or Discord or YouTube or Facebook or all three of them every single day of the week if I was on a day shift. But I can't get a day shift right now. For whatever reason, it's slow. So I have a lot to share and a lot to talk about. And I don't mind going live because I don't really have much else going on. But yeah, picking one day sounds like it would be a good routine. Maybe if I continue to do my Friday evenings. And he's saying blind leading the blind sometimes. Yeah, more often than not, unfortunately. Quality versus quantity as always. Yeah, that's true. I do value that. Integrity is hard to market these days, I think. Dave, you have a 100% huge point. Big points from me. I can't like the comment, but 100%. It's like, these are questions. Yeah, goals. ROI, exactly. Are the influencers influencing? Exactly. See, that's what I don't know. I wish I was in more communication with some of these brands on that level, but they're all like hush-hush about everything. You know what I mean? Like Massimo International, who owns Denon and B&W and all these other, like, it's a huge conglomerate company that bought Sound United. They're not answering people like me who am I to them? But that says a lot about the way these companies are these days, is they're not smaller, intimate, personal, friendly brands anymore. They're giant money-making, generating machines that don't actually seem to care much. As long as their products are being sold, what do they have to care? You know, they don't show up like other brands do. They have a routine. They have decoration in terms of their marketing or business, and it's all perception. It's all public perception. Everybody's putting on some kind of an act or a sale or a dress or a whatever in order to dress up their brand or their products to make the sales real, to inflate their bottom line. I mean, that's the way business is. But like Dave said earlier, it says integrity is hard to market. I don't know, but I think a lot of human beings out there with half-decent minds know authenticity and integrity when they see it. I'm sure that all of us walking around on a regular basis have the smallest, or at least a moderate-sized intelligence about what is somebody saying to me and what is going on right now. Of course, there are like master-level tactics and manipulation and marketing in place, and don't get it twisted. All of these best of the best marketing people go to psychology courses and college courses, and they learn how to talk the talk. That's how it works. All of them have this. That's exactly how that works. Listen, take it from a guy who streams twice a week. You'll run out of content to a point, but that's just me. Well, my friend Vel here would say that I'm about ADHD enough that I would never run out of content. As long as there's a wind blowing or squirrels in the trees, I think I'd be okay. There's news coming out all the times. I watch maybe 100 different YouTubers. I'm not lying. Maybe more than 100. I go home, I open 20 tabs of YouTube, whatever's new, and I watch and absorb all of it. I have Facebook that's running. I have Instagram that's running. I have a lot of attention on audio. I don't have kids. I don't have a partner. I don't have anything else to worry about. I don't have pets to go and walk. I have no other types of assets or interference in terms of those things, because I've dedicated everything to audio. That's the only thing that I do. I mean, aside from gaming now and then, but then even gaming, I'm taking notes on certain levels in the game so I can play and like broadcast that to other people. But it's impossible right now to broadcast surround sound. I haven't met a platform yet where you can actually play the surround sound on the other end of a stream. It would be nice, but right now none of them do that. It's coming. I mean, I'm sure it's coming with spatial audio being the way that it is. They're eventually going to figure it out, but right now they don't have that, so I can't actually demonstrate what it would be like to play in a game, and people at home can play it and watch it on a streaming service over their surround sound, and then like listen and watch the game in real time. Right now, Twitch is only stereo. As far as I know, you could get 4K on Twitch, but the audio is completely lost, which is totally fucking backwards, excuse my language, YouTube, because I know you guys don't care what I say. Yeah, ADHD. Gotta crash. Stay safe. Thank you, dude. Take it easy. I'm gonna get out of here soon too. This is my normal rest stop. I have like a store here. I go inside. I buy some snacks. I say goodbye to my friends. Dave's saying, yeah, dude's totally plugged in. Of course, because when you care about something, you lay it on the line, right? That's how it is. And I'm just here to say that for my YouTube followers and friends. I appreciate you for being here, for saying hello, for spending some time with me. I know that it's a random time at night. We'll see how this video does on the replay. For me and my Bluetooth speaker, I wish you all a happy night, happy evening, a happy Wednesday in February, where it's warm enough I'm wearing shorts. Canadian. That's how we do it. You see my breath. But I'm still out here in shorts. It's just how I do it. I'm all about the audio. I'm in it to win it. The only thing is I don't know how to market myself. So I'm going to take some of these suggestions I'm going to take some of these ideas and the encouragement that you guys have left me with today. I'm going to work on something. I'm going to try to figure out what I can do that's different, what I can do that's valuable for the audience across either Instagram or YouTube here. And I want to figure it out because there's so much more going on in the background to audio that the very, very surface level influencer kind of stuff, that they're not covering all the details. When every other comment section is so much more full of questions and arguing, influencers are not doing a really good job for the community. They're doing great for the brands, but I think we've had enough of people selling us shit in our lives that maybe we need some people to stand up for the community, to speak for people who are actually asking intricate questions that a lot of these guys that are unboxing stuff have no idea how to answer. I mean, that's what I'm in it for. I'm in it for providing the answers, then the depth that's available. But when you do an unboxing and you talk about product and there's still like 75 to 100 questions underneath, you haven't done a really good job. I mean, sure, you've shown, what do we have in the box today, Bob? Styrofoam, a power cable, a manual, a bag, maybe some cables. Every box has the same shit in it. Do we really need 100 more unboxings? Really? Is this what we're making famous? These are the channels that we're making rich? They're making money off of our views because we watch them unbox the same 20 things every time they open a box? Dave's like, well, it comes with batteries? Like, duh. Which one? Well, I would be more interested to find out which brands don't include batteries. You know, that kind of thing would be interesting. How many brands, or where was it shipped or whatever, do you have batteries? Like, that kind of thing. Alan came in. Hey, yo, Canada, what's going on? It's not snowing. It's not that cold. It is what it is. Anyhow, I'm going to get out of here a little bit early. It's 27 minutes. That's about usual for my Instagram. My Instagram has more than 300 live videos like this. I have done 300 episodes on Instagram. And I have under 2,000 followers. I have, 141 videos on YouTube. I've had the channel open for 4 years. Some of my videos have 26,000 views and under 800 subscribers. Hey, I'm just here to say there's a lot of content here. I've got a lot of photos to share, a lot of stuff in audio that I could talk about, but people need to start commenting. They need to put it in the comments and let me know, at least on this video, if it's ever seen by the public, let me know what you would like to see more of. What is really missing in the YouTube influencer space that they're not covering? What do you really want to understand? What is the thing that people are missing the most? I would love to fill in that gap. I would love to have that interaction with my fans and friends. You can come and see me every Friday night. Every Friday night at like 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is, 7, 8, something like that. Thug shaking. I don't know if I have any thug going on, but I'm dressed for the weather, so that's what it is. Thanks for that, Daniel. It's just, like when I watch the 100 different influencers that are on YouTube and the new product after new product after new product, I mean, how many times do you really need to see a new Denon receiver? I mean, Marantz has something new. Denon has something new. That's the same company. Every other store and their associated influence or whatever people, they're all broadcasting the same thing. If you only subscribe to one channel, then yeah, I guess you're relying on one person to tell you everything. But that's not the full picture. That's why I subscribe to 100 different audio people. I listen to, let me drop some names now. Let me do the thing that they don't do. They don't drop names because all they care about is their own channel. Andrew Robinson, I watch his channel all the time. I listen to him and Christy talking at the end to get through the whole conversation. Youthman, Joe and Tell, Techno Dad, Aaron at Aaron's Audio Corner. I watch all of those guys because they were some of the first people to have actually brought community into the YouTube space, and I love all of them. Ike at HT, Easy HT Tech, I can't remember his channel all the time. Don I watch all the time. Don I watch. Shane Lee I watch Gutenberg. I watch the Audioholics crew. I watch Man, it's like the list goes on and on. Out here in Canada, I watch, what's his name? I think it's Brown Cinema, then Monkey Fingers, Speck of Tech. Barrett is an awesome guy. I watch Jay Lee, of course. He's here in Canada. I watch all of his channels. I mean, like, I watch, like, all of the YouTube space. I watch almost all of them, and in many of the stores, too. Like, while Living Live with Andy was on here, he's a kicker advocate. His studio looks amazing. Who else does live videos? Zeos, I watch all the time. Zeos is an amazingly entertaining person. I mean, I watch a lot of this stuff. A lot of the people that are on Instagram, like, I watch all of them because I want to learn more about what's going on out there. Daniel's asking, I believe, Yamaha Sony bass speaker would be pretty cool. Yamaha versus Sony, yes, but here's the trick with something like that. Yes, it would be cool, but at the same time, it's who's buying it for me? That's the very, very difficult part of the influencer space. And some of the ideas is, unless brands or someone buys them, you can't do the content. I can't do the verses. Am I going to roll up in the middle of a Walmart and put the stuff on the floor and be like, hey, we're going to do a comparison today. Check it out. It's this one versus this one. I would get kicked out of Walmart faster than anything. Stella Sark is here. What's going on? Hello, welcome. I am trying to slowly get my way out of here. It is a little bit chilly and my hands out of my pockets. It is not very good out here in the cold, but welcome. I would love to hear what everybody thinks of this stuff. American football and grilled cheese. Grilled cheese, yes. Football, no. So next weekend is the Super Bowl. There's a lot of sales going on for brands like Emotiva's got a sale on right now. Now live in Best Buy, subwoofer shootout. Yeah, imagine how fast I would get kicked out of the store. It's not like I can go in and ask the manager at a Best Buy and say, hey, do you mind if I do this, like, I'm a new influencer and I would love to use some of the products that you have just displayed in the store. I'm going to do a subwoofer shootout. Meanwhile, the whole store is like, what the hell is that? I can't, Stella, so this is actually my mom's face and name on the account. That's cool. Shout out to Mom. I would love to see that. That's actually fantastic. Who knows if you're telling the truth because, the internet, but whatever. That's kind of funny. So, do you mind if I take you a VR headset for $0? Yeah, exactly. Let me just walk around with this Apple Pro Vision, whatever, and just start to, touch stuff. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. So I would love to do a lot of comparisons, but the problem is, you either have to own it already, borrow it from someone, which is even more difficult, or buy it. And I'm not getting paid with less than 800 followers here. That's not happening. I don't have access to stuff like that. So the thing that I do have is the information about how this stuff works best, how to get the best out of whatever you buy, and the details and the technology developed in order to make this stuff possible. That's what I have is knowledge. I have almost 30 years of audio knowledge, and I've been doing this audio thing for that whole time. I've worked for brands before. I've been inside the curtain and seen manufacturing before. I know a lot of the inside stuff, and people are not going to know that unless they watch my videos. Like I said, I have more than 300 on Instagram. That's a lot of backlog to go through. You could pick one every day and still never run out. I would always be ahead of you because I do them every day. I'm just saying. There's a lot of stuff out there to reach, and I just want to reach more people with it. I want to make sure that what I'm doing and what I'm talking about and the information that we go through reaches the right people, you know what I mean? It's valuable. I feel like it's valuable, and I know that it is for people who are trying to make the best of their money. Hey, that's just me. I'm an audio guy, and that's everything that I have. I put all my mind on audio, and I try to give back to the community, defend the brands by stating the right facts. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that think what they see is real, especially with AI now. We have to be even more careful. But you know what? These brands and people out there are working really hard to bring this stuff to the market. And they don't need people talking a lot of nonsense about it and not speaking the truth. So we need someone to advocate for the truth. And I think that that's valuable. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here from my YouTube live. Thank you for joining and watching today. Vel, that's awesome. Stella's still here. Dave is here. Living Live with Andy was here. Alan showed up for a little bit. I don't know if there's anybody else that showed up and didn't say anything, but I wish they would have commented so I could see them. I could see how many people are watching because it tells me in the top corner. But anyways, I'm going to have a gentle walk home. I wish everybody a good day, a good evening, a good night whenever you're seeing this. Please leave a comment underneath the video and let me know what you think of the topic. That's 35 and almost a half minutes. I wish you well. I hope that this connects with my audience. I'd like to see more of you in the future. I thank you for your support, your kind words, your motivation. And I don't think if I did this today, I might not have been motivated to keep doing it. So honestly, it's all of you that make me feel comfortable doing this, because on its own, sometimes it's really tough. The rewards are not financial. The rewards are not free stuff. The rewards are not coming in the way of recognition from brands. They rarely say anything. It's really my friends that I meet that are very important. Honestly, you guys, the viewers and friends, are the best part of doing any of this stuff. And that's why I keep showing up. So I'm out of here. Have a great night. And I need to figure out how to end these YouTube streams. Have a great night. I'll see you in the future. Laters.